Hello guys, welcome back to Voxelcraf on the Voxelsquad server, which is sponsored by StickyPiston. I've been doing some work on the house. I've sort of tried to get the lower floor finished, more or less, with some windows and stuff, and obviously it is exceedingly white, because whereas on this side I did a lot of the walls with dark oak, on this side it's kind of white. Oh look, the hedgehog just follows me everywhere. Yeah, so we have to do something about that. I've checked, so the pack has architecture craft in it. Look, I made this table. It's quite easy to make, no problem whatsoever, and as always I never understand how to use it. So I thought it would be quite nice if we had, say, window frames, right? And you'd think this makes window frames. So I made some of these, and I made some of these, and they don't. They don't really go into the on top of the windows, the glass. They kind of stick in the middle. So I can do this sort of thing, but I don't know. You don't get any window. I'm not sure I like this, to be honest. Looks a little bit different. Let's go and sleep, because I still haven't lit up the whole area. I think I'm using this mod wrong. I just don't understand how it works. Okay, here we are. Hey, I mean, I know that we can get really nice results with it. It's just that I can't get really nice results with it. Yeah, so see, I can do this. I can stack this on top, and then it will, yeah, and it also keeps stacking wrongly, but I made a hammer, which I think solves this problem. So it would make the whole window look like this, which, I don't know, it's not bad, I guess, but it's not really, and you can't walk through it, so it is, oh, you can walk through it, yeah. So what I want to know is, like, where does one put the glass? Okay, I don't understand it. If you know what I'm doing wrong, please let me know. I mean, I think a narrow bit like this might possibly look good. Wow. Anyway, I think we'll just go back to putting glass in here and using chisel and bits to make the frame, which I'm really trying to avoid because I don't have that much patience for chisel and bits. Have any glass in here? I do. Let's just replace the glass that I threw out. What is happening here? There is a hole. Yeah, because I really don't want all this thick white glass, you know, that's just the starter idea, not the end of the thing. So one thing I thought we could do, and I mean, look at this, all the flat whitenesses. I mean, it's gonna be great functionally once it's done. I'm hoping that this room here will be big enough to allow me to do the actually additions energizing setup. So this could be like the actually additions room, and downstairs could be more general machines room and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, this is a little bit empty here. I just don't think I have any more. Let's just do this temporarily. I don't think I have any more stairs. The one thing that you can do, which is quite nice, I guess, is I could do these railings, and then it will be like a balcony. And always placing them with the wrong placements. But actually, I wonder whether this wouldn't work better as a balcony. You know, let's first of aha. See, it's sort of look. I mean, it's supposed to be a rail, and it kind of is, but it also looks a little bit like a ladder, don't you think? That's put on its side. But I definitely don't want to do this like a fence with chisel and bits, because that I think would drive me crazy. let's see. See this side, because it's so white, I need to put a lot of, I guess we could do every once in a while, there's like a decorative, there's a decorative fence block, railing, you know, every once in a while we could make this. That just does 8, that's quite a lot, 8. Let's see. Can we put one here? Get out of the way, hedgehog pet. Ah, this hedgehog just loves me. It's constantly wandering around expressing its love for me. Okay. Okay, and now what? See, I just don't understand this mod. I really don't. Because, yeah. There is a gap. What do we do with this gap, huh? Alright, but the animals aren't really what I want to talk about today. I want to, well, possibly try a slightly different way of farming, but also start a mod which I've never really used much of, but I think is quite interesting. And that's the calculator mode, and I think we're gonna need quite a lot of cobblestone initially. Okay, let's get rid of this. So the very first thing we need to do, I'd quite like to get the greenhouses of that, because that's kind of like an automatic farm. But this is quite an involved mod. There's a lot of progression, but by the time you get to the end, both the tools and the things it gives you are quite excellent. So we have cobblestone calculator screen. Okay, give me some redstone. Let's see. Calculator screen is like this. Very good. This. Okay, so let's make. Oh, the buttons are out of stone. Okay, there we have. Might as well make a lot of them. I think we will use quite a bit. Okay, give me this. And can I make this now? Yes, calculator. And now I think this needs energy. It doesn't have any energy, but I think if we put it in here, I don't think it needs much, like 1000 RF. So now we can start making things. Like, for example, let's just straight away make the second calculator. Okay, this is the crafting calculator. I'm not entirely sure what this is for. Let's make the scientific calculator. So this needs some reinforced stone, which is basically cobblestone and planks, and it needs some enriched gold ingot, which is this enriched gold, which is, I think it's gold and redstone. So let's grab a little bit of gold. We have the redstone. Let's grab a little bit of planks. And might as well make a lot of this, I guess. There we go. And, well, maybe let's make 10 of, oh, this makes 4, so 40. Okay, so that's not a huge expenditure of gold. And let's look at greenhouse, but I actually want to do the advanced greenhouse. I mean, we might as well. So the basic greenhouse we can build right now. Reinforced iron block. Reinforced iron, it's, we should make a stone separator. But there is another way which is more expensive. Let's look at the advanced greenhouse. Ooh, yes. Weakened diamond. It's not gonna be a big problem. Algorithm separator, scientific calculator, diamond divided by reinforced ingot. What was the other recipe? 1 diamond made 4 of those, but you got 2 lapis. You need to make all these machines, yeah? So that's not too bad, and this is large tanzanite. And how do we get the tanzanite? An algorithm separator will give it to us from lapis. And how do we make the algorithm separator? Oh my god, the rabbit hole! But don't worry, it is not too bad. Okay, reinforced iron block, diamond, power cube. Power cube is, see the recipes, I mean it seems complicated, but the recipes are really quite cheap. And the stone separator is power cube, reinforced, and okay, we have a plan. Not sure if it's a good plan, but we have a plan. So very first things, let's do this calculator, the second one. This one, scientific calculator. Can I do this now? I'm missing a screen. Can I do this? There's a screen. Can I do this now? Yes. And now let's do the stone separator. And then the algorithmics. And then the algorithm separator. This really will not be not enough cobble. What a thing to run out of. I mean, a lot of this mod is really all about cobble. I think I'll make 3 of these. And then stone. Well, so we have to do this in the calculator. We have to do this and iron. We need some iron. Give me some iron. Some iron. And this, and we have this. And now what can we do with this? We can make an algorithm separator, but we need 2 of them. And we can separate gold into enriched gold, or we can separate iron ore into this. And we can make amethysts. Sort of my feeling. I could be wrong, but I think I am right actually. We should make one of, well, we should make one extra one of those actually, because I think that's like an energy storage power cube. Very simple, but there you go. So we've made 2 of these. Here we go. I had this. Oh. This. Is that all that I had? Okay. One of those and another one. Okay, that's done. Separators, and now I don't know if I really needed to. Algorithm separator. Okay, this looks like a much more complicated thing, right? It needs to have, it needs more of these, and it needs reinforced iron blocks. So it needs, there we go. That will be not a problem. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, problem. Get rid of some of my inventory. Problem is, oh, guess I really don't need to have like the architecture thing on me, so let's get rid of that. a small stone can go in here. I have a feeling it's actually useful, but who knows. And stone separator, and let's see. Oh, there's an algorithm assimilator as well. So we've got these, Need to make another power cube or two. There we go, beautiful. And we need a diamond. I found 13 diamonds as I was running around downstairs, so diamonds are not a problem. There we go, algorithm separator, excellent. And this will need power too, I imagine. Let's open. I want to have like all the machines gone, and then obviously there will just be a doorway from that side to this side. You know what, let's do this kind of thing. Okay, and why did we need the algorithm separator? I'm starting to forget, but I think it had something to do with lapis blocks. I probably need more lapis actually. The good thing is I have now the looting, and the lapis is a little bit less necessary than it was before. Get this and give me this. Go, do your thing. Tanzanite. I wanted to do was the advanced greenhouse. With large tanzanite. How do we make tanzanite 3 and weakened diamond? Making I'm gonna need 4 of these. How do I make the weakened diamond? Just a diamond, that's easy. How do you make this? So we need 2 of those, okay. Flawless glass needs a flawless calculator. How is a flawless diamond? Made atomic calculator. Diamond with atomic binder. Oh my god, the recipes, the crafting. I mean, they're all simple recipes, but you know. And finally, this emerald, atomic module, tanzanite. Yeah, I think in the next episode, possibly I will do a little bit of work off camera, and I'll arrive at the flawless thing. Oh, why did I make an amethyst? I didn't want to do an amethyst. Well, I mean, there are worse things than having an amethyst. I'm sure it will come in useful, but that was lack of concentration on my part. Here, let's get rid of some of these. How are you doing? Oh, look, we have large tanzanites. Now, how do we make a tanzanite tree? Maybe sapling? Yes, sapling. So all you need to do, large tanzanite with the atomic binder with a sapling, gives you a tanzanite sapling, and then you can grow these. And if you get the, well, how do you make the atomic binder again? I think I would quite like to do this. The only thing is I converted, well, let's do the greenhouse, shall we? Because I converted all the gold, although it's not exactly a big deal. Here, gold, redstone, calculator. Gold, redstone goes to this. I really like the trees, I just think they're very cool looking. We have 8 of the atomic binders. And will I find a sapling? That's a big question. Of course, that means we're gonna have to do another block Ooh, to make the tanzanite. And tanzanite is in the atomic calculator. Ha! That's interesting because I haven't actually learned the atomic calculator. Let's see how the atomic calculator looks. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent slightly, but at least it's the same mod. You know, it could be worse. For some reason, this seems to be a build version. This is all stuff I can do. This atomic assembly, advanced assembly. Ah, sorry. Sorry, I'm starting to regret my decision, but we can make this. This is the wrong box for them, of course, but who cares? Go here. Okay, and atomic module. Oh, this needs tanzanite. This makes large tanzanite, so, and the large tanzanite will give lots of small tanzanite, so never mind, this is doable. Now, how do we make small tanzanite out of large tanzanite? How? Can we segment this? Okay, we can make the shards. We can crush this ore, which you can actually find in the world, except that we never do. Algorithm separator, how silly of me. So rather than doing a block, let me sleep because it's getting late. Rather than doing a block, so a block will give you the large tanzanite, whereas individual lapis lazulis will give you a small tanzanite. That is good to know. Okay, so let's see whether we can go back to trying to make the greenhouse. So I can make this greenhouse, very nice. And can I make this greenhouse? I don't have these weakened diamonds. And how do we make a weakened diamond? Algorithm separator. And we just need one. Algorithm separator. Oh, I think I have too many things on me, you know? Way too many things. Let's at least put the copper out. This is what really gets me about doing a lot of crafting. You basically run out of space. Like this and this. And this can actually be made into this. And we're going to put the diamond in. Alright, this we just need the diamond. And then from this we were making the scientific calculator. Scientific. Oh. Okay. Maybe that's not it. And Zenite sapling. Atomic calculator, that's the problem. Atomic calculator. How do we do this? Diamonds, this. So we made these. Let's bring this, and also, was it 3 diamonds? I think there was 3 diamonds. I'm getting completely lost of that. This mod is very powerful and it can be very nice, but honestly it is very, the crafting is very, I don't think this will be enough. And now we need some more diamonds and an emerald. It's a good thing that there are so many diamonds and emeralds in the nether. That's all I can say. Right, I just want 1. And what did we say? 2 more diamonds. Or a random amount of diamonds. Hey, atomic assembly. Oh, the screen, of course. I'm doing, sorry, I really didn't think this was going to be, well, I sort of knew this mod was, the crafting in this mod was sort of a little bit grindy, but I didn't think it was going to be such a humongous crafting marathon. But now I think we can do this. This will be a beautiful tree. And there's more trees. There's even diamond tree, I think. Where shall we put this? Oh, let's plant it here. Hi, it grew. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think it's very pretty. How are you doing, cows? Oh, I see black clouds. Black clouds are not good. Okay, so we have our thing and we flattened out a piece of land for it. I think if I put it here. Okay, so I filled this in with all the things that it needs to build and it's full of power. The only question I have now is whether this is enough space for the advanced greenhouse, but I imagine it will be. So I think let's just say build, I guess. No. Demolish. No. Build. Oh, it's put down 1 piece of grass. Interesting. Rebuild. Somehow, I don't know why, but I always have to go rebuild. How are we doing here for the space? Oh, we're doing okay. Yeah, look at this. Magical building. Now, it's not really going with the style, the modern style, but I don't know. I guess we'll just have to live with that. I mean, it is a greenhouse after all. Now, the question is, you know, it might possibly need proper dirt. Like, you know, I think a lot of the mods have a problem with the dirt that I have here. So I am just gonna take the shovel and get some of this proper vanilla soil. And yeah, I'm sure we don't need more than a stack. Well, that didn't quite line up completely with the building, but it is actually quite nice looking. And let's see. And let's take a shovel so that we don't get, because I think it actually puts in the water for you as well when it works perfectly. So I should have thought of that and put this on. But, oh, yeah, interesting, huh? Let's do this properly. Ah, magic. Magic! It's steadying the soil for me. Da, 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 da. Oh, and I am missing a few pieces of normal soil. How annoying. Didn't think I would need that much, but let's demolish a little bit more of this green grass here. I don't know why I didn't really build in this domain. Look how nice and green it is compared to what I don't know what I was thinking. I guess this isn't as flat as that. That flatness of that ground really attracted me. Yeah. From this angle, the house doesn't look all that shapely, does it? Well, it will look a bit better once we put a roof on it. And anyway, I always have problems with building things. And I usually just tend to copy them. So there we go. Tilled ground and nice water. Now let's give it some seeds. So I thought that one thing we could grow is possibly potatoes and carrots. Go away, dirt. Oh, but we will probably need the stakes, won't we? Oh, but there is also broccoli. Broccoli is actually quite good. Now, theoretically, if you give it the plants... Ah, look! Ha 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 ha! No crop sticks required. I built the crop sticks thing, solved. Let's put a few carrots in. And, might have gone for too many potatoes, you know, thinking about this. That's carrots. And, well, see, I want to go into immersive engineering, so I should really grow a bit of hemp, but let's just give it a little bit of hemp and we'll see what it does with that. Let's give it a bit more hemp, actually. Do I have any hemp seeds on me? Hemp seeds, I don't see anything that remotely looks like hemp seeds. So in a way we could just get rid of this farm here and just use the greenhouses. I mean, it's quite easy to build a second one if this wasn't big enough. Hemp seeds. I'm sure I have a whole bunch of them stored. Here we go. Let's give it another 4. And then I want to do the coal plants. So the calculator mod also has other, and they are called something seeds, but this is gonna be a little bit difficult. There's also broccoli in this mod, melon seeds, prune seeds, and this is broccoli seeds. So broccoli seeds is just this with pumpkin. Broccoli I think is quite nutritious, though I don't like it. But how do you get enriched coal, and this gives you the seeds? How do you get enriched oil? We can calculator and redstone. Let's have a quick kip before it gets too dark and get some redstone. And that the fuel that grow these prune basically grow a kind of coal. I think it's enriched coal. I think it's actually better than normal coal. And then you can also enrich it further. Oh, I already have some redstone. Where is my calculator? Here it is. So if we put some coal with some of this, we get enriched coal. Is 5 gonna be enough? Let's give it a few more, why not? There we go. And then I think this with this will give us the prune seed. So I will plant these in and then we'll do the last bit of automation. Okay, here is where I'm not entirely, let's put this in. Here is where I'm not entirely sure, because one thing I saw somewhere said that you put your input chest here and your output chest here. But I don't know, it seems to me that, let me just put a chest in the middle as well. It seems to me it might be splitting it out in the middle. Let's just put a chest here and then we can, you know, we can see where the goodies come out of. Now the last thing I would like to do is make a gas lantern. And the theory behind this is this. If you look in here, hope it still has power, there is like, this is now 100% oxygen and no CO2, and everybody knows that plants for photosynthesis need carbon dioxide. You know, they need oxygen to breathe, but they need carbon dioxide, which, using the power of light, the energy in sunlight, they convert into glucose. That's sugar, well, component of sugar. Well, let's not get too scientific about this, but anyway, plants need carbon dioxide, and the way this carbon dioxide happens is if you burn coal. Obviously, that's like global warming, you know. Well, in this case, global warming is very bad, but in the growing of plants, things, you know, everything in moderation. The big problem is that we are doing too much, but let's not get all political and philosophical. Let's concentrate on this. So there is this gas lantern, which is made out of normal lantern, which I believe gives light. The normal lantern recipe is quite cool. I am actually going to do, oh look, my pig pet just gave me a raw pork chop, which is nice. It eats carrots, so it should be quite satisfied. I think this with torches, they give you these torches, these lanterns. This is quite nice, you know. I could, but then two of those lanterns put together give you a gas lantern, right? So the lanterns, I think, actually give off light. The gas lanterns will give off carbon dioxide when you give them, there it is, it's burning. And shall we put, I was wondering, I'm thinking of lighting options for the whole thing, and like, would this be a good option, or should I put it at the top? I don't know. Yeah. Alright. So hopefully the CO2 is gonna, is it? No. It's still at 0, but I think eventually it should rise up. I don't know if I need to put a door on this because, well, CO2 is heavy. Well, I don't know. We'll see whether it rises, and if not, I will put a door on it. We are getting an output, and the output is here. So we get coal dust, and if we take this coal dust, it smelts 5 items, so it's quite small. I thought it gave us something better. Oh yes, and if you calculate it twice, you can get enriched coal. And this, I think the burn time of this is like, I think this will smelt 25 items. Yes, 25 items. And you can also, this is how we got the seeds, but you can also come to make purified coal and fire coal, and burn time of this is 25,000, 10,000. You know, you can make some pretty amazing fuel with this way. So we're growing that, very good. Everything is nice. Excellent. I think we will end the episode here. Sorry there was so much crafting. There will no doubt be more crafting in this mod. But I don't know, I really like it. I am enjoying it greatly. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.